Welcome to Bold Basan Cribs Edition, where I get to brag about my massive Japanese house, all its high-tech features, and show off my unparalleled sense of style. We will begin in the entranceway, which doubles as my personal karaoke room. It's massive, open, and echoes a lot, like singing in the bathtub but 10 times more majestic. I'm sure I've unknowingly graced my neighbors with my singing. They think a colony of dwarves has moved in next to them. This is where I keep my shoes and my emergency pack. It's a Japanese house, so if you wear your shoes inside, you will be cursed and reduced to ash on the spot. Upstairs scares me, especially at night, so I rarely go up there except to brag when I have friends over about how massive my house is. There are 2 rooms. One is small and a little claustrophobic. It has a single window, and I think my predecessor left blankets or a futon in the closet. I haven't really been bold enough to investigate them, and I probably never will. The other room has good vibes. It's a lot brighter, bigger, lacks a sketchy futon, and has this odd door my friend has dubbed the Spider-Man door, because it opens out to the roof of my house. I haven't felt the urge to do rooftop parkour yet, and the view isn't mind-blowing, but it's nifty. If I ever need to escape from ninja assassins, this is where I'll go. This long wooden hallway right in the middle of my house branches off into multiple different rooms. The first is a storage room where I keep boxes and other stuff I'd rather not have cluttering up my house. This room came equipped with a fishing rod and some plastic mats, neither of which I have found a good use for yet, but perhaps someday. Next is the bathing and laundry room. This room has a sink, a washer, and a large bath and shower. I keep most of my toiletries in this room, tucked out of the public eye. Interestingly, there is no toilet in this room. I suspect maybe there was at some point, but it was removed. Speaking of toilet, the throne room of the Basan looks like this. It's modest and not a typical Japanese toilet setup, as the toilet doesn't fill the tank with fresh water that doubles as a sink. This room is quite cold in the winter, but it gets the job done. Down at the end of the bathroom hall is a door that I've never had to use and a concrete pad. Just a second entrance, I guess. Stepping into the kitchen and living area, this is where I spend most of my time. I have a large kitchen counter, a large stove, and a large sink. A microwave, toaster oven, kettle, rice cooker, and various kitchen implements with which I cook up wicked concoctions. This is what my fridge, pantry, and freezer look like for those curious. Well stocked with the essentials, of course. There are also these secret trapdoors that open into little bunkers underneath my floorboards. I'm not sure what they are meant for besides hiding from ninjas, but they are a thing that exists in my house. On a pillar in my living room, I record the height and names of ALTs who have lived in Kuroshio and visited my house. There's currently 1 name missing, but that will soon be rectified. Moving more into the living space, I have an expansive kitchen table, a snuggly modest kotatsu, and a couple nice rugs. I'm especially appreciating the kotatsu as it is now the winter season, so I take refuge underneath of it and hibernate. I have a good air conditioner in this room. I try to only use it when it's hot or cold outside, because electricity is expensive. I have a wall of gifts and memories. It helps me both celebrate and remember some awesome experiences I've had, students I've taught, and teachers I've worked with. It's been steadily growing larger during my time here in Japan, and I'm sure it will only continue to grow larger still. My bedroom has a nice tatami floor, which I appreciate. As you can see, I sleep not in a futon, but on an elevated mattress, which I have no complaints about. This room also contains a large closet, another aircon, and a large screen window that opens to my laundry drying rack. My laundry rack is a little bent out of shape, but that's okay. So are most of us. And that's pretty much my house. On the outside, it's not much to look at. It could use a bit of a paint job. The local Japanese people refer to my house as the White House, and sometimes jokingly call me President. I believe my house was a guest house for the town of Saga until it was repurposed for ALT use. My rent is actually very cheap considering the size, only 10,000 yen or 100 Canadian dollars. Utilities like water are about 4,000 yen or 40 Canadian dollars. Kerosene gas is 7,000 yen or $70 every 4 months. And my monthly power bill is about 7,000 to 10,000 yen or 70 to 100 Canadian dollars depending on the intensity of my electricity usage. Overall, extremely manageable expense-wise. I am quite thrilled my rent is so low. It means I can save money for other things, like takoyaki parties and D&D miniatures. Hope you enjoyed the tour. That's all for now. Take care and be bold.